welcome back. It's a Money Monday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco, coming in live as we do every day, noon Eastern, Monday to Friday, from the Question Tequila Studios. On Mondays, I usually take it easy because I had a rough weekend. But today, it's going to get so hot in here, I'm going to need a freezing cold drink. Dow down just 29 points, holding that 27,000 level. And Bitcoin on fire for today, up about $500. Very good, but it's on fire in here because joining me right now is Francia James, who just recently was on the cover of Playboy. And she's one of the biggest social media influencers out there. Ooh. Wow. I want to thank you for coming down so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
And, you know, we usually, on Wednesday, we have a segment called Women Wednesday. So we devote the whole show. All the guests are women. Business, women in business, women in politics, women in social media, women in philanthropy. So when we have them on Monday, too, that's a big treat for you.
Exactly.
And then Frank wrote that you were on, he gives me my notes, and he says you were the Playboy cover model for June. So, of course, I had to Google it up. I'm like, no way she's coming on this show. But sometimes he pranks me like that. But thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, congratulations on being the cover. Only 12 women a year are so honored.
Being there, so.
That's phenomenal. And many of our audience members are probably going to run out there now and hit the newsstands to get it. But you have like 2 million social media followers, and you're very interactive with your people. You're a businesswoman, right? Give our audience, we always have like entrepreneurs and stuff on, give our audience some tips on how to turn that social media audience into revenue, like I'm actually getting paid.
Yeah, okay, so my story is a little crazy. I started 6 months ago with my Instagram, and I started doing like pictures, but the pictures didn't fill me, so I started doing skits. And this page, World Star, I don't know if you ever hear of World Star, it's a big page, and got my skits, and I started getting people all over, so I started making viral content.
Viral content.
Like this elephant kind of thing. I don't know, you guys have to check my page. It's an elephant grabbing my...
We have the little thing made for her with her
And
Instagram and her followers and all this other stuff. So you do viral content.
If people haven't seen this photo, John, this is one lucky elephant, let me tell you.
Okay, let's take it. Do we have it? Or we don't have the elephant photo is going to be available on Liquid Lunch After Dark. That's for the after hours. That's for the simulcast on the web, not on the national television. So help us, because Frankie and I are new, okay? We've only been on TV for 2 months. They just gave us this chance. We were never on TV before, so we're new at this. So we've been trying to get the show good, and then hopefully then the social media follows come afterwards, because we're doing something good. We got it almost good. Can you help us a little bit with this? Can you ask your followers, like put a tweeter out there or something for us?
Of course, I'm going to be putting you all over today, all over my Instagram. Yeah, but Instagram is a little tricky. You have to like really work on it. People believe it's a little easy, but no, you have to be like on top of it constantly.
Can we hire you as like our ambassador, as an ambassador?
But John, the key is, what tips at home, Francia, can you give folks at home to build their own social media platform so they can get to a point where you are?
I'm being selfish right now.
I see that.
I'm trying to get her to help us. You know, when the plane's going down, it says put the oxygen on the adults first, and then save the children. So maybe if we get the hang of it, then we help all of our audience grow. Like we're a middleman influencer.
Well, listen to the tips she's going to give everybody.
All right, that's good too. That's good too.
Well, you have to be looking at your Instagram constantly. You have to be posting. You have to find the niche that you like. Like it can be with the brand. It can be selling, baking, selling cakes, anything. You just have to work on it and buy promos from different people and promote yourself out there.
Francia, you are from Colombia originally, right? You are a wildly successful model. You're, in my view, a true immigrant success story. We hear a lot about immigration these days, and I don't want to ask you to weigh in on anything controversial, but my grandfather, you know, he was an immigrant to this country as well. I'm curious, what advice would you give to people that want to come to America and achieve the American dream, be it as a model or a hairstylist or in finance or in any profession?
Well, you have to pursue really hard. Like I was trying to be a model since I was like 16-year-old, and it just started happening. And so you have to keep your dream up, you know, and work for it. And, you know, try to do everything as good as possible. You know, do your papers and try to do
So
things
actually
good.
follow the law.
Yeah, follow the law.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Wow.
I think, you know, it's a controversial. You know, I cannot say because I came here with papers, but I'm an immigrant, so I feel sorry for everybody that's
Right. So are two of President Trump's wives, immigrant mothers.
Yeah, I mean,
as well.
there's a right. You know what? We talk about on the show, like coming up next, we have one Republican, one Democrat, and every day we have both voices to be heard.
Yes.
We call our audience the purple people. They're not the reds and they're not the blues. They're in the middle.
Yes.
They have some of both. And if there was a prevailing opinion, most people who have come here legally can agree that most people, that's the way you should do it. You know what I mean? There may be other ways where it's an emergency and okay, you want to get asylum, but you can't cross 5 other countries before you get here and say you're going for asylum. Everyone, you know, so it's tough. It's difficult.
It's a very difficult thing because imagine the desperation of not having anything in your country. You
That's right.
do whatever you want to do to just give your kids food. So if it's my case, I will do the same thing, you know. So
She's
it's a
amazing.
thing, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. I appreciate it. We don't want to get too. We don't want to get. This is a fun show. We let all voices be heard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main
I
thing.
know John has a very important thing to ask you regarding his own Instagram following, but let me ask you one final question.
Not my own, Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunches, okay, even better. Let me ask you one final question, though, if I may, Francia. You know, a lot of women might view someone that poses topless or nude negatively, may think it helps objectify women. What do you say to any women out there, or men for that matter, that might view things that way?
That's a crazy thing to respond. You know, you have to be happy with your body. You know, if you want to do it, do it. You know, I haven't posted. Playboy wasn't topless, so it is. If you like your body, you can do it.
Do it. Just
you know,
do
don't
it.
care about what people think.
Just do it.
That's
okay.
it. That's good
You
advice.
know,
So, you know,
I'm like, you know, don't. Just do your thing.
if
and
you
be
got
happy.
it, flaunt it, baby. You got it. You got it.
So, yeah.
Baby, you got it.
Yeah.
So, when you're talking about desperation and stuff, I'm quite desperate to get a larger social media following for Liquid Lunch tea from some of our sponsors, like
Well,
a case of
definitely-
tequila,
yes.
Question Tequila maybe,
Yeah.
or even some like Bitcoins or something like
Yeah.
that you can
Okay,
give away.
definitely. I
What
can
could
help
what
you
could
with
I
that.
do that you would
Something
help us
tells me
get
it's
1,000?
tougher for John looking as he does and dressing as he does than it might be for an Instagram following for somebody like you. I mean, I don't know if John...
is there
Maybe you
anything I
have to start wearing more summer clothes in here.
Oh, you want me to wear like a sundress or something like? Oh.
So sexy, so you get some followers. looking
So
at you.
if we, how about if I give it? How about if we give it? What's today? Monday. How about if we give it till Friday?
Okay.
And if we get 1,000 new followers that say, "Hey, we came from blank." Francia
Actually,
sold
I'm gonna
us.
start doing
Okay?
this right now. Okay, everybody.
So do it now,
I'm
and then
gonna-
as soon as we hit 1,000, I will wear a dress of your selection.
Okay.
If we hit it today, you come back later in the show. I'll wear that
Something
dress.
fits you really good.
Yeah, no, that'll fit me.
Okay,
I can get
perfect.
into that
I
one.
put you in theirs.
I'm lean. I got my Spanx on
Well,
today.
what would
so I'm good.
Francia wear if you're going to wear
Well,
a
she
dress?
can wear my suit.
You guys give me a bathing suit. I wear a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Just a bathing
Okay.
suit.
I told you it was getting hot in here today.
Apparently, you're already up to 1,000
Okay,
followers.
yeah. Bing! Hold on.
Yes, now you're gonna get the 1,000.
So, how long will you be in New York for?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here until Wednesday.
Until Wednesday.
Yes.
And then what's your next? Where do you go
Yeah, I'm
next?
just go back to Miami.
You're going back to
Yes,
Miami.
Back to Miami, back
Okay.
to work.
So, if we follow you to Miami, then will you come on the show again?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, where will you be?
Anytime.
Where will you be
I wanna
after?
be here for your summer
You do?
dress. I have to be here present.
Okay, well maybe I'll come to
That's right.
Miami and do it. You know, that would be nice
You
too.
must come
So-
back. You do have to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all right. Well,
And so
we'll
do you,
see.
the viewers.
You're watching Liquid Lunch. It's on fire in here. I want to thank Francia James, and thank you. Stay right there. Back after this.